morning, guys. Today is a busy work from home day for me, but I think working from home for so long, and also in the Netherlands, I have been working from home for almost a year with, having to go to office only once or twice a week. I have developed some few tips and tricks that I can help you with in order to stay productive throughout the whole day. The first tip that I have for you guys is to get ready. I know it's work from home, why do you want to get ready? But I always do this, whether I'm vlogging or not vlogging, I will always get ready to work, because that puts me in a mind of alertness and not like sitting in my lounging outfits on the sofa or somewhere else. I put on, if not everything, I just put on a cute top or a shirt which looks more presentable also in the calls. So that kind of puts me in a good mindset that I need to be productive and not just be dragging my work for the whole day, but instead finishing it as quick as possible. And the second tip I have is, no matter how busy of a work day I have, I will take some 10 to 15 minutes for myself, sit and eat my meal, look at a screen. I mean, I'm sure it's not a good thing to look at a screen, but I'm at home, there is no one else around me, so I like to look at a screen and eat, or look at the view and eat. But I will take at least, even if it's not 10 minutes but 5 minutes to myself, so I get in the right head state and then start my work. But for now, I need to get ready for the next meeting. So my preparation for the next meeting, which is actually the cab meeting, is over. So I thought I would chat with you and give you my next tip. See, I am a person with a lot of energy, if you may, and my mind runs all over the place, which is a good thing also as a bad thing. Good thing because then it helps me think creatively and come up with new ideas, but bad thing is that when it is a tight packed schedule, it can easily result into me going in million different directions. So, and this happens to me every day. For me, I have noticed that the only enemy for productivity is my overwhelm, which I always have when I come up with multiple ideas. I have tried out so many other things which these productivity gurus suggest, and trust me, some of them work, but the most efficient thing that works for on a busy work day from home is making a list. Just simple 2 or 3 things that are most essential for me to get done. I write those down. It's actually a huge chunk of work that I would structure into my deep work block in the morning. And once I'm done with those 2-3 major things, which keep the ball rolling, or which make sure that I'm progressing at work, then my creative energy or my mind is free to run in all million different directions that it needs to, because then I actually enjoy doing my work. Or else, if I'm just supposed to follow the same old pattern every single day and do the same old task, I would get bored at my job, and I don't want that. And I think that is one of the reasons that I love my job, or many jobs that I have done so far, is because I just don't focus on getting the to-dos checked off, but I also like to use my creative energy to think out of the box and to come up with solutions which might benefit. And also sometimes these solutions are just to reduce my repeated tasks. Like if I have some reporting, then I take some time to actually think on how I can reduce this reporting, because I hate report. You should also have a block for structured productive work, but also at least 20 minutes or 15 minutes in a daytime to think creatively and just let your mind wander in all directions. And I'm sure with this tip you will definitely start loving your job, if not a lot more, but a little bit more. Is my screen visible? Sorry. Done. As you can see, I've changed out into my outfit. This is because this time I take to kind of move my body a little bit, because sitting at one place, we think that if we sit and just power through the whole thing, we will be getting a lot more done. But honestly, with a crunched up shoulder or like a bad back, or hips all tied up, I don't think, at least for me, I don't think I focus a lot. So I would ideally take a walk outside, but today it's kind of a rainy and misty weather, so I will take this opportunity to do some yoga or some light stretching. And the best part of working from home is that you can just then change into a comfy outfit quickly and do your stretches and then go back to your work also quickly. So taking this 10-15 minutes of stretching or just a 10-15 minutes of a quick walk really makes a difference. That's my tip in order to make sure that you are staying productive throughout your busy work day. for you to stay productive when you're working from home is to eat less. I know, guys, you wouldn't find a greater fan of food than me. I love to eat. But I've noticed that anytime I eat like a very heavy meal in the afternoon, my productivity is going to go down after the lunch like crazy. As it is, it will go down after lunch. I have very less energy or focus energy to do any work. But if I eat a heavier meal, it will go down even further. So what I do is basically, like for example, I made 2 of these because, you know, as I said, I love to eat. But what I do is I'll eat one now and then drink some water just to make myself feel full. But if I do feel hungry, I will eat this rest of the meal at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. If you follow this tip along with my previous tip of moving before lunch, after doing some stretching or after a walk or after a workout, you kind of feel hungry. But what an exercise or a workout or some movement does is it regulates your appetite also. So you might feel very hungry, but you will find out that once you just sit for your meal and if you're mindful about eating it, you will actually eat less. And it took me a couple of months to actually get to this stage where I eat less during the afternoon. But definitely try this tip for your productivity during the afternoon. I don't have glasses, by the way. I don't have a number. I use these anti-glares because to protect my vision basically. So it is around 3 p.m. as you can see from my avatar. This is the peak period of what you call that brain fog, afternoon slump, right? So this is at this time I do my emails because at this point of time my brain is like busy, but it's not creating anything like a brand new solution or not getting into the creative zone. So I try to do my emails during this time, and while I was doing that, I came across this one simple thing that I do. Okay, is there an another follow-up? So exactly about this I was going to talk that what I do is basically whenever I mark a follow-up, so anything somebody asks me to remind them, or if I have to ask someone of something. So for example, today I have to ask one of my peers, let's call that person, I don't know, Elvis ka. Anyway, so Elvis needs to review a document that I have sent and send me back within a week. So generally what you have in the email is like the follow-up thing. I don't do that. Instead of that, I create a task, whether it's an email follow-up, whether it's a reminder, whether it's anything. I create a task in which I actually write down, let's say in an action form, what I need to do. So what I do is I create a task with an actual action completely written on them. So I will write like, ask Elvis if the review is finished, and if yes, do this, if no, do this. So it will take like a couple of seconds more for me to put that task, but next time when actually I have to do that work, it will pop up as a clear-cut directive of what I need to do, and not have to go through the whole mail chain with, let's say, Elvis to find out exactly what I'm supposed to do and why this follow-up has popped up. And the second part to this tip is that I always schedule these reminders between the time of 3 to like 4 p.m. when the brain fog is too high, so that I don't have to think a lot, but I have clear directions through my system or through Microsoft Office or whichever reminder app you are using to know exactly what I need to do next in a proper action format. So I don't have to think a lot, I just have to execute. So this tip will actually help you the best to avoid afternoon slump, because then you do not have to do a lot of thinking. This tip will actually take care of that part for you. Hey, so I have been done with my work for like almost half an hour. So after that I was just chilling. Even though my work day is over, my actual day is not over. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I have to run this household, so it does take up a lot of energy for that. So in order to prepare myself, I take some 10-15 minutes to myself before the evening routine starts. For now, I will try and go and get some walk done, because if you guys have been following my vlogs for a while, we do the end of the day reflection, and it feels bad for me to say walk done. No, so I'm trying to go and get that walk done. The weather has cleared up a little bit, and also do some groceries, and then spend a chill evening with my family. Hi guys, welcome to the end of the day reflections. I hope today's vlog provided you values on how I use some tips and tricks to stay productive during my work from home days. And today, honestly, I realized that I have these under my belt since a really long time, and because of those, now that I've moved into a new place, if you're following the series, I will put the moving blog here somewhere. Now we have moved into a new place, and I could easily quickly get back into my work, deep productive work routine because of all these tips. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did my reading, I did my walking, I did my exercise. Oh, it feels so good to say that. And I also learned something new today. um, I have actually written it down. Let me see. It says commit externally to as many people as possible. So if you have a goal and you want to do something, you can just commit it to as many people as possible. And this was one of my goal, to do 30 days of vlogging, and I'm so glad that I've committed it like the most external way possible, that is, you know, through the social media. But I'm so glad that today I've completed 15 days of daily vlogging, and I still like it and love it, and I want to keep going at a new place that we are now staying in. The neighborhoods are so cute, like it was just amazing to just walk and look at all those cute houses, and it was amazing. So I would say that is the best moment. But other than that, as I said, today the tips and tricks that I shared were helping me to get back into my work routine very quickly, even with all the other things that are going on with my life, when with moving and everything, which made me only realize that I have other things also that I do, that save me time and also help me get back into a routine when things are not as per the plan, or things are not going as per the routine. So that is I'm going to share in tomorrow's video. So I hope you guys join me there tomorrow as well. And for today, bye bye.